Alright, without further ado, here's the 2018 fireworks stash. I do apologize in advance. I'm actually in the process of moving right now, so I didn't have enough room to adequately lay all this stuff out. So I do promise you guys, to whoever is watching this, that next year's stash is going to be laid out significantly better. So anyways, let's start my stash tour. I'm going to start out with the smaller stuff first, which is right here. I have some new novelties this year. Last year I got a certain brand of helicopter, which is called Top Gun fireworks. These are really cool. They spin up with some good altitude and have a big explosion with some crackling on it. Really cool. This is the new one that I got this year. Not sure exactly how similar this is going to be to that one, but they look pretty identical. So this is also something really cool. It's from Skyhawk. This is, I apologize for the blur, a super good brand. If you see this logo, I highly recommend anything from it. This is a really cool little item. It actually spins upwards and then it explodes twice. Super cool. I have some little mortar shells right there. This is some little fountain / cake. It actually shoots flaming balls up. I don't know exactly what it does yet. This is a classic I get every year, dancing butterfly. It's a fountain, then it shoots out a few zipping spinners. I have some missiles, kind of skipping to the mid-size stuff. Once again, this brand, it's called Firehawk. It's really good. I actually bought an assortment of their missiles, but if you look at this one, this actually has the engine on the bottom, or the lift. This one doesn't. It's inside. So I think this one's better because they fit more inside. I have these very small mortar shells. It was about $3 for, guess how many? 6 of them. So that is an excellent deal, and these are awesome. High altitude, loud noise. If you see these, I highly recommend it. Sparklers, these are probably the most badass thing I have out of this whole stash. Then I have a few fountains here. This is a classic Devil's Delight. It's awesome from TNT. It has glow fuse on it. These are a few other fountains from TNT. Same as this one, King Kong. This cake is from Fisherman, which is a relatively new brand. And it's really cool because it was only $2. And I think it's 200 grams, 9 shots of crackling. Really cool. So now we're going to move on to some rockets that I have. I actually don't know what any of these do. They never really say what they do except this one. These ones may be small, but don't get fooled. These are awesome. Corona rockets, highly recommended. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about these cakes right here. These 3, Thermal Blast, Avalanche, and Supersonic, are all from Winda, which is a super good brand. This, if you see that, very high quality. As you can see, the cakes are made really well. All of these obviously have completely different effects. The Supersonic is cool. It shoots these whistling stars up into the sky and then has a lot of variation. I haven't used this one or this one yet, and I want to promise you guys next year I'm going to have preview videos in the stash. So when I point out a cake, I will have a preview like to the upper part of the screen. This year, since I'm kind of going through my moving transition, I wasn't able to go too much in depth. But anywho, this is another really cool cake, Bling Bling. This one is 36 shots, and if you look on top, look, it has different size tubes in it. This right here is a pack of mortars. It's called Absolute Power. If you notice right there, it says with giant silver tail. I think that is super awesome. As it's rising up into the sky, it leaves off a really nice, tail of silver. That's not something you get in every mortar kit that you get. This is from Red Apple Fireworks. It was only like 15 bucks on sale, $10-15. This is literally what it does. I believe it is up to 500 grams. It's kind of like a 400 gram cake. The bottom one is called Triumph. That one is also considered a 500 gram cake, but it doesn't have 500 grams. But they were only about $10 each. Great value. This upper one right here, I believe, is a rewrap of a Winda cake. I cannot remember what it's called, but each of them were only $3. The cool thing about those is they have a crackling tail to a crackling finish. This is also a really cool kit that I bought last year. American Chief. Highly recommended. This one also has a silver rising tail. You get 12 shells and it comes with a lot of effects. Every single one has a unique effect. If you guys are interested in seeing what this does, I do have a video that previews most of these shells. So check my channel out under American Chief. This is just a spinning wheel novelty that I got. It just looks really cool. Can't wait to use it. This cake right here, Jumping Skier, 16 shots. Every shot in this one has a unique effect. Highly recommended. I think I only paid 15 bucks for it, but that's because it was on sale. High Voltage, I have no idea what this one does. I've never heard of this brand, but I bought two similar cakes. This was one and another one. They're 10 bucks each. You can't go wrong. 10 bucks for a cake that size, you won't go wrong. This was from Red Apple Fireworks, just their assorted shells. These are interesting. They're not spherical like these ones right here. They are kind of like X-Scals except smaller. They do pack a punch. If you see these, I highly recommend it. I think it was $10 for like 4 boxes of these. Excellent deal. And I think these pictures show what they do. So, pretty straightforward. Here's some more of these cakes right here. Really awesome. They're only $2 from Fisherman. Piccolo Pete's, classic. Gotta have them all year. Excalibur shells. Gotta have them. I have a lot more of all the stuff, by the way. I just wanted to kind of confine it. So, maybe have one of each. These right here, I don't know if they make these anymore. Let's focus it. So, this is a mortar shell from Big Fireworks. I apologize for the blur. These are really good. I guess the place that I buy these from, they don't make it anymore, or they don't sell it anymore, but if you see these, I highly recommend them. It's from the brand Big, which it doesn't say it on here, but these are really good. Some Roman candles, classic ones. I have another cake under here called Jellyfish. This is also from Red Apple Fireworks. It's kind of hard to see what it does, but it was only 10 bucks. This Skull on Fire is an awesome cake. It's related, or it's a cousin of, drumroll please, this cake right here, Camouflage. They're both from Fisherman Fireworks, and they're both only $5 each. I like Camouflage better because it has really cool, colorful, like kind of tails in the beginning. But these are excellent deals. If you see those, I highly recommend it. So let me see if there's anything else here that I didn't point out. This is a special shell from Red Apple, UV shell. The difference is the size. So if you look at this one and this one, there is a difference in size. It is quite a difference in performance. So if you see these 5-inch ones, I do recommend them. And Red Apple is pretty good with that, with their performance. So I do recommend it if the price is right. These are some whistling rockets that I've had for like a decade that I haven't used. Really cool thing about these, they whistle 3 times before they pop. So now let's go to this, Roman candles. This is a barrage from Red Apple Fireworks. They don't make these anymore, or they don't make this particular one anymore, I don't know if I'm going to light it this year, honestly. I might just keep it, but it is over 200 shots of red, white, and blue. Super cool. I only paid like $5 for it. We have some Roman candles here. These are really cool. If you see these Roman candles, highly recommended. They're extremely heavy. They're extremely well built. There is a channel that shows, it's called The Crazies. It shows how these candles, he dissects these candles basically. They're very well made. That's why I brought it up. Anyways, they do have some kickbacks, so I don't recommend holding Roman candles in general, but if you do hold them, be very careful with these. Let's see, what other cool candles do I have? This is a red apple one, similar size. It's about 2.5, 3 feet long. It's huge, and it was only like $1. These are really cool from Brothers Fireworks. Fever Pitch. It whistles and then it crackles at the very end. These are super cool. And then I have these very large helicopters right here that I've never seen before, and it's from that really good brand. Remember we talked about it that in the beginning? So let's check those out, see how those perform this year. I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. These. So they have all kinds of names for these, but if you see these large silver crackling balls, get them. They are super loud, super bright, definitely worth the money. I bought like 4 of these boxes or packs this year. I do have a lot of random stuff that I didn't lay out in the stash that I'm about to grab. This actually is new from Red Apple. It's supposed to be a firecracker, slug bomb. They say it's 4 inches, very loud, machine gun effects. So yeah, that's kind of one other thing that I have. Let's go on to this side of the stash and go over some other items that I have. I didn't point these rockets out right here. These are really cool. They whistle, they're extremely loud, they go really high up, and they crackle. I highly, highly recommend those. I have one of these. It is called, I can't even read that, Crazy Eye? Yeah, Crazy Eye. It says spins with green, red, white, yellow, green, and red. Duration 70 seconds. That's pretty cool. I bought a lot of these things this year because these are freaking awesome. So anyways, that pretty much sums up my stash for this year. Once again, I do apologize for the way it's laid out. I'm in the process of moving right now. So next year I'm going to have a very large garage to film everything, and I'm probably going to have significantly more than this, and I should be having video previews. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good and safe 4th of July.